If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to be like, I love your videos, if you want to be like, I hate your videos, the best way to let me know that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Slim 400 gets shot 8 times and DaBaby gets put on probation. Plus, video footage surfaces of NBA YoungBoy's arrest, and we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk hip hop.
Hey, what up? What up? It's your boy Slim 400, and I'm here to tell you, hey, the whole Ventura County, July 6th, I'm gonna be at Souls 101 on the pop-up. I'm doing an in-store signing, chilling with my fans, my good love, dig.
Alright, so Slim 400 gets shot, right? And y'all know Slim 400, right? He's always hanging out with YG. You know that other nigga that's always hanging out with YG? That's Slim 400, right? He's a rapper too, but also like a part-time goon, right? But anyway, right? So last night, I guess around 8:30, the police got a phone call and it was from some guy saying like there's been a shooting or that they got shot, right? Turns out it was Slim 400 and that he got shot 8 times, right? So they rushed him to the hospital and he's still alive, which is good. Like, this is a blessing, right? And so they don't know what happened. They don't know what led up to the shooting. All they know is that witnesses saw like a black SUV like speed off after he got shot up, right? And then you already know Slim 400. He went through surgery. He's good. He's chilling. He's in stable condition. And people are saying that YG is right there with him in the hospital and all that's cool. But y'all know that Slim 400 ain't finna be like, yeah, so them niggas from Grape Street shot. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna happen. So, they ain't nobody gonna probably find out what happened, but somebody might pop up missing. That is not what I condone. I don't think that's cool. We gotta remember, Black Lives Matter, and Nipsey said, please stop fighting your brother. A couple months after that, y'all back to fighting over there in California. I'm just saying, right? But, prayers up to Slim 400 and thank God that he's still alive. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. So everybody knows about DaBaby's Wal-Mart situation, right? But in case you don't know, let's recap it really quickly, right? So back in November, DaBaby was in Wal-Mart with like his girl and his kids, right? Just like a regular person, right? And back in those days, which was like 7 months ago, DaBaby wasn't as big as he is now, right? But he did have beef in his hood still though, right? So 2 people approach him in Walmart in his hood. They walk up to him, they start fighting and tussling with him. DaBaby has a pistol, pulls it out, bang bang, shoots one of the guys, kills them in Walmart, not in the parking lot, inside of Walmart on camera, right? DaBaby never gets arrested for it though because it's considered self-defense. He wasn't looking for anybody to beat up or rob or kill or shoot or run down on. He was with his family and the camera showed that it's self-defense, so DaBaby got away on it, right? The only thing is though that DaBaby had a concealed weapon, right? Which is illegal in the state of North Carolina where all this happened, right? But it's a misdemeanor. Therefore, DaBaby can actually get away with a small misdemeanor infraction, go to jail for 30 days and be done with this whole thing, right? But DaBaby's like, hell no, hell no, hell no. I don't want to go to jail for 30 days because he's flaming hot right now, right? So then DaBaby is like, all right, fine, I'll take probation, right? But instead of 30 days in jail, locked up, or probation for a year, right? And then I'm in my head thinking like you might just want to take the 30 days because that's how they get your ass, right? They're like, all right, fine, you could be on probation for a year, right? They'll give him a suspended sentence for 30 days, and basically if he stays good during that probation, then he won't go to jail at all as long as he stays good for that year, right? But it has to be after the year, and then he won't go to jail for that 30 days, right? But here's how they get your motherfucking ass, right? And at first, I was like, here's how they get you, right? Because as soon as he wants to smoke, boom, they're gonna hit him with a piss test, and now DaBaby's in jail for 30 days, right? Or as soon as he leaves, the state and doesn't check in with his PO, boom, they're gonna hit him with a probation violation, and he'll be in jail for 30 days. And they'll play with him and toy with him, just like how they play with Meek Mill all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I don't want nobody to be locked up in jail. But part of me was like, DaBaby should have just took the 30 days, a month in jail, got done with that shit, and then been done. Because nobody wants to be on probation for a year, right? But this is unsupervised probation, right? So this is good then. So there's two different things. There's probation, and then there's unsupervised probation, where unsupervised probation is you don't have to take a piss test. You don't have to check in with a PO. You don't even have a PO, right? And I was on unsupervised probation at one point, and I didn't even know it because they didn't tell me. It's not like I had a PO. I traveled from Las Vegas to New York. I was all in Texas, and I didn't tell nobody. And then years later, I was checking my paperwork, and I said I was on unsupervised probation. I didn't even know. I was traveling all over the world. So DaBaby just got his passport. He's good. He could go wherever he wants to go. He could smoke. Nobody's gonna be checking in on him. Basically, he just has to not get arrested between now and a year from now, and he's good. He won't have to do those 30 days. And the misdemeanor, believe it or not, will be wiped off his record completely, which is dope, right? So good ass news, right? And no probation officer. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Hey, get my baby! Get my baby! Okay, get ready to stop! Are you fit? That's my son! Get down! I don't care! Get my baby in the room now! Let's go! I'm not walking up.
Alright, so it's like another case of the whole situation where it's like, fuck you, nigger. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know, like, well, I don't have to say anything. Just leave the video and be like, peace. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know, right? I mean, we seen it happen in Phoenix, Arizona, like maybe 2 weeks ago, where, you know, some little girl walked out of the store with a baby doll, and the police had them all at gunpoint on some crazy shit, right? So again, NBA YoungBoy is sitting there or standing there, and he's arrested, and they're like, you know, this all happened about a month ago when NBA YoungBoy was taken into custody because the judge says that NBA YoungBoy was bugging and wilding out, right? But NBA YoungBoy got some good news, and he's only going to be locked up for like 2 more months, and that's cool. Then he's going to be on house arrest for like a year, and that's cool too, man. I think that NBA YoungBoy honestly needs to take a seat for a minute, right? But on some real shit, you see how they was like just grabbing him up and being like, no, you can't see your baby. First of all, they were in the hotel room not doing anything. They put the girl in handcuffs just so that they can secure the situation, because they were taking NBA YoungBoy, not the girl, right? But of course, the girl was like, yo, I need my baby. I want to see my baby. And the police don't care about seeing a baby, right? Just like they didn't care about the young woman who had a baby in her arms when the police was like, put your hands up, put your hands up. And she's like, I'm holding my 1-year-old. What am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to drop them right here on the street? But yeah, that's what they want you to do. Just drop them right there on the street. Just like they just want you to leave your nigger baby in the hotel room, and who cares about your baby, right? Then they pulled a taser out on NBA YoungBoy, and he wasn't combative. He wasn't pulling away from the officer. You see, they had him yoked up against the wall like this with their elbow or their forearm, and I don't even know if they're supposed to be doing that. They pull out the taser on the dude, and this is crazy, right? But here's the thing with police officers and black people, right? Police officers, they are afraid of black people for some reason, but we know what the reason is, right? But they're afraid of black people, right? And they have like all this gear and gadgets and vests and guns and everything like that, and they are using those tools against black people because they feel like black people can just pretty much have their way with them with their sheer power and physical ability. Like they think like every black person is like the Incredible Hulk, right? And every cop is like, I don't know, Batman, right? And so if Batman was to fight the Incredible Hulk, he better use all his gadgets and gadgets, because the Incredible Hulk could just attack Batman just off of sheer, you know, strength. That's the way that police look at black people. It's not true, but that's the way that they look at black people, right? And so they are willing and ready to pull out a gun, to shoot somebody, to pull out a taser, to do whatever they gotta do, or whatever they feel like they gotta do to like subdue a black person. And they probably was scared of NBA YoungBoy and his height and everything, and they was like, let's put this on him to let him know that, you know, we will shoot this motherfucker with the taser if we have to, right? Excessive force? Probably, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Was it necessary? No. You know, but hey, man, this is nothing new. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell and follow me at Jonny Fastlane. That's Jonny Fastlane on Instagram. And you already know what to do. Peace.